Hi, this is Jen from Books, Bargains, Blessings, and I'm here to show you what sold in the second half of November. Yes, I'm very behind, but that's normal for me. There's a lot that's sold, and I only can record for 15 minutes, so let's get right into it. This is a WVU figurine. There was a series of these. I bought a whole bunch of them off a Facebook yard sale. I did not realize at the time that most of them had condition issues. I don't think this one did, but there were a number. Oh, yes, this one did. I don't know if you can see. I can't use the cursor, but there's a little chip here that the person colored over in blue. Not a huge deal if you want to just display it and not have it for collectible purposes. But I paid $20 for this, and I think I sold it for $40, which is much less than I was hoping to get. But the person on Facebook did not reveal that all these were broken. I mean, there was one that even had Santa's hand off. So if you do buy stuff off of, a place like that, really check for condition issues before you buy it. This is a Dum Dum Lollipop cap that I had won in a contest some years ago. It sold for $7.39. I bought a whole bunch of brand new Hallmark ornaments a few years ago during a summer sidewalk sale. I paid $1 each for them. This sold for $6.65. I thought Speedy Gonzalez was more popular than what he evidently is. Definitely a disappointing buy. I found this in a thrift shop. In the box. It was not a new in box. It had been opened, but I have found that baby's first Christmas ornaments generally do really well. I paid $1 for this. It sold within 2 days for $15. I'd always heard tarot cards sell really well. I picked this up for $3 a few years ago. It sold for $18.49 about 3 months after I listed it. This was something that was in my grandmother's estate, the batch that I bought for $600. It's a set of 4 magnets from like the 1970s. I put them on. I figured somebody would remember them from their childhood, and they did. And I took a best offer of $7 for these. If you can't tell, I'm in West Virginia University territory. I bought these on clearance at Dollar General. I think I paid something like 75 cents for them. And they sold for $7.39. I probably would have got a lot more for them, except they were extra small. So these were like almost a kid size. This is another pattern that was out of my grandmother's estate. Like I said, I paid $600 for like 4 carloads of stuff from her estate, and then I got like 8 carloads free. This, ironically, is something that I gave her at one point in time, and I bought it back in, a batch of stuff that I bought from the estate, and it sold for $7.39. I have had this game for almost 5 years. Yes, it's been listed for almost 5 years, because I can remember that when my husband was then my boyfriend, we did a date night to Goodwill just to see what we could find. This was something that I purchased. I paid 99 cents for it. I thought it would sell pretty quickly. It's one of those little pocket games from the 1970s. And it sold 5 years later at $9.61. So, not a great sale. I sold every cruise line item I had right before Christmas. And I am wondering if people were buying these things to wrap up and, like with some cruise tickets or the promise of a cruise or whatever. This is a Norwegian cruise line ornament made of pewter. I believe I paid $1 for it. It sold for $20. Like I said, baby's first Christmas ornaments sell, and amazingly, a lot sell to Australia. This one was again in the Hallmark haul that I bought, $1 each during the summer of 2015, or I guess it would have been 2016 or 17. I don't know. At any point, I bought a batch of these for $1 each, and they all sold for $10 each. I won this in a giveaway. It's some Precious Paws All Natural Hip and Joint Relief for dogs. It's beef flavored, and I sold it for $21.25. This was a real cute cross-stitch kit. The difference between a kit and a pattern is the kit has everything you need, including the needle, to make the item. You can see here it says frame not included. This is a more modern cross-stitch kit than what I typically sell, because I sell a lot of vintage patterns and such. This was in my grandmother's estate, and it sold for $12.75. I still have some of these, and I have reduced the price. If you want some Snickers Fiery candy bars, they are hard to find, and I do have them, and I even have some of the other hard to find candy bars. So come over to Books, Bargains, Blessings on eBay and buy some. I paid 69 cents each for each of these candy bars, and I sold for $10. This is a little tiny cross-stitch ornament. It's a little like flag ornament, which is kind of cool because most ornaments, are round or whatever. And I think I paid $1 for this kit, which I was disappointed that it didn't sell for more. My rule of thumb is if it's in like a Ziploc bag, it's harder to find kit or pattern, and it only sold for $10. One thing I keep an eye out for in thrift stores is local Christmas ornaments, especially ones that have been done in series. This is a Roxbury Park bandshell Christmas ornament from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, from Christmas 2005. I put it on eBay. Within 3 days, I think it was, I had a best offer of $10 on it, and I was only asking $15, and the guy wanted to buy another ornament, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and sell these together and not lose a sale. This is the other Christmas ornament that the gentleman bought from me when he bought the bandshell Christmas ornament. It is of the Johnstown inclined plane. I have never ridden on it. I want to. It is the steepest inclined plane in the world, which, I want to ride on it because it just looks cool. And yeah. So anyway, like I said, $10 on this one as well. And I think I paid 50 cents each for these. This was definitely a surprising sale. I picked this up for $1.99 at a thrift shop. Almost perfect condition. It looked barely worn. It was an extra large, and as we all know, Steve Irwin died quite a number of years ago. And believe it or not, people want his t-shirts, especially when they're like the older ones. And this sold for $30 almost as soon as I listed it, which makes me wonder if I didn't list it for enough. So, this was a very quick sale once I got it listed, and I have one of my own that I have in an upstairs closet, and I need to get it listed, and I'm definitely going to charge more than $30 for it. This was kind of a fun sale. It sold for $12. It's a Trinity Church of the Nazarene from Napierville, Illinois cookbook. I generally pick up spiral cookbooks. They're not always good sellers, but, they're quick and easy to list, and oftentimes they will eventually sell. And what made this such a fun sale was the name of the lady who bought it. Her name was Trinity. This is a Spinnerville's Sweating Buckets DVD. It was brand new, sealed. This was from that batch of stuff that I bought at that one charity yard sale. I think I paid, was it $75 for everything? I can't remember. But, I had a lot of stuff. It was like $50 or $75, and it like filled up the back of our station wagon. So yeah. One of my rule of thumbs is if you see a cross-stitch pattern with a teddy bear on it, leave it. They're a dime a dozen, but this was a kit. It came in my grandmother's stuff, so I had it. I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and list it, and it sold for $13, which kind of surprised me. I've seen people talk on YouTube about how they've had great success selling puzzles. I have not had that good of a success, but I thought I would put some puzzles on eBay. This was a 1,000-piece puzzle by Buffalo Games. It was brand new. I paid $2 for it at Barnes & Noble clearance. You know, in my other November, What's on November video, I did talk about sourcing at Barnes & Noble. When they have their clearances, take a look and see what they have. This sold for $12.71. And I saved the best for last. This is a sealed box. You know, you can see there's a little condition issue here and there. They're called Postalettes. They are basically cards that fold out, and instead of putting them in an envelope, you use a little sticker. In this case, it was a little lamb sticker. And I didn't know that they were collectible or anything like that. I just found them for 25 cents, and it might have even been at that yard sale that, you know, I just made an offer and just was grabbing stuff. So I paid next to nothing for these. Amazingly, these are collectible. And they are made by Hallmark. They're called Postalettes. And the lady who bought these collects them. She had never seen these before. And she paid me $51.80 for them. So anyway, that's what sold in November. I've had a very good January. I had a so-so December because I was sick and in the hospital. But anyway, I'm going to try to do a lot more eBay videos this year. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. You know, so anyway, I will see you soon with a What Sold in December video.